I think you might be muted. There you
I didn't realize I was muted.
go.
All right. So we've got 3 hosts tonight, it looks like.
That's right.
We do have, it's a little bit of a shorter one. We just didn't have as many submissions. So if you're watching, and I've got Instagram pulled up too over on the side. So we're brand new using the software for the first time. Never done a live stream this way. And if you've been watching for a little bit, you've already seen some little errors on my end. But I think it's going to be good either way. Still got some quirks to figure out. But we will go ahead and jump straight into it. So we do have 4 songs total right now. We do have somebody, I know at least one person that's possibly going to be submitting another one.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, if it comes in before the end of the stream, we will put it in there. If not, there's nothing else we can do about that. So I do have a little banner at the bottom if you're listening and you want to submit music for the UCMR playlist, not the UCHH playlist, specifically the UCMR playlist. You can see me or Cody down there. Those are our Instagram handles. You can check those out, send us the music, or get in touch with us that way, and we can tell you where to send the music to. Also, I will say that this Instagram has a cutoff. We're only allowed to stream an hour, and then they just kill the stream.
Oh.
So but we're dual streaming because this fancy new Cadillac we're riding in, we're going to Instagram and YouTube at the same time. Godbody says it's like watching CNN because I got the little ticker across the bottom. So we're on Instagram and YouTube at the same time. If I think Cody has dropped out. If it starts coming up on an hour, which I don't think we will tonight since we've only got the 4 songs. If it starts coming up on an hour and you want to make sure you catch the end, then jump onto YouTube. Here's Cody. If you want to make sure you catch the end, if it's coming up close to an hour, jump over to the YouTube and that way you catch the end of it. I don't think that's going to be an issue tonight since we've only got the 4 songs, but just for future reference, and we'll try to make sure we let people know that. Hopefully Instagram just does away with that rule and there won't be a limit. But we'll see. We can only work with what we can work with. So, all righty. Is there anything else you're wanting to touch on before we jump into this, Cody?
I'm good to go.
Nope. All right. So, first song we've got is let me see. So I've got all this fancy stuff at my fingertips. I'm just loving. And first song, Scrolling by Mule.
Ooh, yeah.
And hopefully, okay, so I'm watching the chat. I'm about to play this. Let me know if you guys heard the music at the beginning. I think you should have been able to. I've got my Instagram muted, so that way I don't get a bunch of feedback. I'm going to start playing the song here in a second. Let me know in the chat if you can hear it. You should be able to hear it. If for some reason you can't, okay, yeah. Charlie's always coming through clutch. Charlie said they heard it, so that's all we need. Charlie said we're good, then we're good.
Oh, yeah.
Tao said that Mule seems to be popping up everywhere since he stumbled across him recently. I've never heard of him before, but we're about to hear him right now. So this song is Scrolling by Mule. Let's check it out. Yeah, God Body. Darth Vader Cup.
Ooh.
I do. His voice sounds familiar. I don't know where I. His voice is almost like oh, who am I thinking of?
I'm probably thinking of the same person. I can't.
It's like a classic rock.
Yeah.
But I can't. Dio? Is that it?
I could see that.
See, it's not exactly the same, but it's similar.
Ooh. Stars gets it.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I think that's the end of it. That's the only thing I don't like about this is I can't tell like how much is left on the song. Man, that was good though. I like especially that guitar at the very end. That was sick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was Scrolling by Mule.
Yeah.
I will give the chat a little bit of time to put in there what they want score wise. And Cody, do you want to go first on this one, or you want me to go first on this one? And just for anybody, if anyone's watching that has not done one before, drop in the chat. It's best out of 5 or 5 stars, points, whatever. I think Christine usually does like, oh, it depends. I think she did the December one, she did Snowman. So, but yeah, whatever you want to give it, the best total score is 5, and just however you see fit to rate it. So yeah, Cody, you wanna start? You want me to start?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start. Man, it was really good transitions between each part of the song. So like he was singing at the beginning, and then he started screaming, and then guitar solo. It was all so good. I'm probably gonna give it a. Oh, and the lyrics were really cool about just mindlessly scrolling through your phone. I thought that was, or I'm sure it was about a phone or your devices.
Yeah.
Probably a 4.5.
Okay, that's about where I was sitting. So right now on YouTube, apparently, I don't know if you guys can see that. Apparently, I give it a 4 out of 5 on YouTube. That's actually my kids in the other room are listening. So that was, I don't know which one of them it was, but one of the kids gave it a 4 out of 5. So, and then we have in the IG chat, it looks like there's a 4. So overall for the chats between the two, it'll be a 4 out of 5. Cody gave it a 4.5, and I know you can see it, Charlie. I put it on the screen. That's what this is, a Cadillac. I will give it. I think I'm gonna have to go with 4. I thought it was really good, and I loved the guitar at the end. But I almost feel like, especially hearing the guitar at the end, I feel like there could have been more throughout.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So it wasn't bad. And I don't know, maybe if that wouldn't have been at the end, then I would have gone with a 4.5. But hearing that at the end, I feel like they could have done a lot more throughout it, but it was still really, really good. I look forward to maybe hearing some more from them.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go. I need to pull up a thing to keep track of the scores. I didn't do that. All right. Cody, while I fill this out, you want to entertain the people? Tell them a funny story or a joke? Or just hold the baby up?
Do ventriloquism. So, let's see. What kind of things could we talk about here?
Well, we've got
airline food. What's the deal with that? Can you hear me okay? I plugged my mic in, and is it pretty clear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so let's talk about my new mic while we wait for. Oh, are you done?
Yeah, I'm pretty much done.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I got the first one done. Now,
what's up, Christine?
Okay, yeah, she's here now, so we can get it started.
Now it's a party. I was about to say that, and he already said it.
Charlie beat us to it. Okay, next song is Hellspawn. And I'm gonna apologize because this is the second time you've been on, and I know I'm probably mispronouncing your name. I don't know if it's Tau or Tau, but I see you're in the chat this time. So if you want to type in the chat how Christine wants to know where your wig's at, Cody. If you want to put in the chat exactly how to pronounce your name, that would be great. So that way I stop butchering it, because I'm sure that I'm doing that. So up next is Hellspawn by, I'm going to say Tau, because that sounds like it's right, but I'm probably wrong. So we'll jump into this. Don't forget, as you're listening, wait till the end, because your opinion could change. But as you're listening, put your there you go, Christine. Cody got a wig for you. But wait till the end. But put a score in. Let us know what you think, whether you're on YouTube or Instagram, either one. He says it's like Tau. Okay, so Tau. Nice.
Tau.
Nice. I got that.
Nice.
Okay. That's, yeah, because I didn't get that. So I'm glad you clarified. So here is Hellspawn by Tau. It's fitting he said it's like towel, because Cody's wearing a towel on his head. So, yeah.
It's actually a burp cloth with spit up all over it. So
even better.
Even better.
All right. Here is Hellspawn.
I'm stepping out on the devil's son. Ain't nobody bet on me ever. I got the devil's blood. Bring it on, yeah, I'm flaming on. Kuma blade is strong. Going full set to prove I'm more than just this Hellspawn. Call me Reno Kumara. Exo system blowing up. Got something to prove, so I'ma keep the devils. You know what? I can never do enough. Ain't no one approving up. Y'all holding me down. Y'all like, bro, what we gonna do with y'all? I'm just wanna sing, but I won't let him claim me. Boys are being
I'm curious. Have you ever tried rapping?
Rapid.
Yeah, I mean that's what this is really. I mean, a lot of it is. I think his last submission that we had was quite a bit. It was harder. I like this though.
No, I like this a lot.
Oh, he said he actually submitted this song to the UCHH first, LOL, but they didn't like it. Well, not
You're in the right
everyone
place.
can have as good of taste as Cody and I.
That's correct.
I'll just leave it there. And I feel no problem saying that at all because I'm pretty sure none of them are on watching right now. So
That's right. And we're not going to post it afterwards.
So, okay, I'll go first on that one. Anybody that is watching, make sure you put in the comments what the score is out of 5 total. As soon as I said that, Donovan jumped on. No, it's all good. So put your score is in the chat, and we'll total those up. I'll give everyone a little bit of time to do so. Before Cody and I score it, I'll go ahead and throw this out again. I don't think it's going to be an issue tonight, but in the future, or with the UCHH playlist or anything like that, on Instagram, it only lets us stream for an hour. So if you see we're coming up on an hour and you want to make sure you watch the entire stream, you want to see who wins, you want to make sure you listen to all the songs that are played, you'll need to jump over to YouTube. We are streaming in both places. And yeah, so okay, we'll let's see in the chat on YouTube, we got a 5 out of 5.
Ooh.
On Instagram, we got a 5. Okay. That's the only one that I'm seeing. I'll give everybody a little bit more time if they want to drop in a score because I only see one score. So yeah, anybody else that wants to give that a rating, drop it in the chat. Oh, Christine said she gave it a 5 too. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, this was very different. I was not expecting this at all, especially after listening to the last month's the submission you had, which ended up being, I think last month's. I know he was one of the top ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was expecting something very different, but I liked it quite a bit. I think it was different, but it was a good mix of the heavier sound for the music with obviously with it being more of like a rap lyrics. It was different, but I really, really liked it.
Yeah, I'm digging the trap metal for sure.
Oh yeah. So Charlie said Instagram people try to tell us when you hit an hour because we can't see the time. Okay. I'll I don't, like I said, I don't think it's going to be a problem tonight because we're already halfway through. So I don't think it's going to happen tonight, but we'll try to make sure we do that going forward. So I'll give it 4.5 out of 5. So I think that's where I'm sitting with it, and it looks like the chat's still sitting at a 5 out of 5. So, Cody, what is your final score?
I think I'm gonna do a 4.6. I thought it was that good. Yeah, the trap metal. So I never really listened to it much, but I think he does it well. I think he does it.
That's
really
what. It's not ever really been something that I've enjoyed listening to all that much, but it was. I think it was done well, and I mean, I can't say much except for the UCHH guys don't have a good ear for music apparently. So I think Donovan's still listening, so he can say something in the chat if he is. Okay, so that is it for that was Hellspawn by Tau. So now, next song, we are going to do. Oh, I need to change the name. So this is one. This individual sent it to me today. Let me make sure I have their name typed in here correctly. Okay. So the name of this song is The Rebellion, and it is by Heliograph. So if you end up liking this, yeah, Tao, thanks for joining. Awesome to have you. It was really good song. So if you end up liking this, I know he did tell me he's going to be dropping, he's got like 10 songs right now, and he's going to be dropping, I think, a new song every week or every other week until they're all done and release them together as a full album. But this song is called The Rebellion, and the band is Heliograph. So we will, where is it? Okay, there it is. All right, so Rebellion, The Rebellion, Heliograph.
It's a dark side, inverted counterfeit. I'm really sick of it. Masquerading his light, so keep your eyes wide. Make no mistake, when you're wicked, hit your blind side. Tempting seduction, full on corruption. Tempting seduction, full on corruption. It's time for mutiny against our enemy. All of the warriors rise up and join us.
This is different too.
Yeah.
It almost has a I'm gonna age myself here. And Cody, you may not even know who this is. It almost has a like an OC Supertones sound, but a little bit harder.
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's definitely a part of that like late '90s, early 2000s, like
yeah,
rebellion music age.
Was that? Did your wife just dive on the floor behind you to avoid the camera? Charlie said it's definitely different in a good way. Oh, I think that's a good comparison. Christine said it's got kind of a Red Hot Chili Peppers vibe. I hear that. I hear that. Charlie, Jesus Freak was like my jam back in the day. That was one of the first songs that really got me into liking like hip hop at all. And then from there just grew to, I mean, when Toby Mac did his solo stuff and all that, but pretty good. I like that. I do. I get the Red Hot Chili Peppers vibe. So we'll everybody put in the chat what your score is, what you're going to give it. Give everyone some time to do that. Cody, I'll let you go first. Critique and then what your score is. I can't hear you, Cody.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay.
There you go.
Sorry, I was muted.
You're good.
So it's not really my vibe, but I want to give it an honest opinion. I thought it was really good. I thought the lyrics were pretty good. It's my only thing with it was it seemed like it kept repeating. It was just going on and on, kind of repeating itself for a while. And which, I mean, that's just the feel of the song, and I get it. But that's just not my vibe. But so I'll probably give it a maybe a 3.8.
Okay.
Which is still, I mean, a pretty good number for.
Yeah. No, I think similarly. I mean, it definitely had, like Christine said, it definitely had a little bit of Red Hot Chili Peppers vibe.
Mhm.
At the beginning, when it first started, like throwing into, I don't know if it was actually different instruments or if it was just like a synth, or I mean something like that. But I got kind of an OC Supertones feel. For anyone that may know who that is, probably like nobody. But I did get a little bit of that. I didn't think it was bad. I did enjoy it. I would like to see some more. I do think it was probably closer to what I typically like than it is to like what you typically like. I think your go-to is a little bit harder than what mine is.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel what you're saying. I do feel like it was kind of repetitive. And it may have just been that one song, but I do feel like it was a little repetitive. So I think I'm going to do 3.5. I did like the sound overall. I liked the instruments in the back. I do think it could have done a little bit better with a little more guitar, or make the guitar stand out a little bit more. The drums, especially at the beginning, were phenomenal. But I think the thing, like what you were saying, I think the thing that really kind of did it in for me was the repetitiveness of the song. Even the times where he wasn't singing the same thing, it was I feel like even like the cadence of how he was saying it was exactly the same. And so it didn't really I don't feel like it let the song really breathe a whole lot. It just kind of stayed in one spot.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. So that song is done, and now we are on to the last song. This is, and you haven't gotten out anything in the email yet, have you?
No, I just checked it. I don't think he's seen it yet.
Yeah, Christine, monotone. I would agree with that. Okay, so last song. This is Line of Fire by Way of Cain.
You're fine.
All right, and here it is.
Ooh. Sounds clean, but crisp.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter's dancing.
I see that. Christine wants to know if it's wig. If it's wig.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, Christine, I feel like it's blended really well. You can distinctly hear pretty much everything. Nothing's really getting lost in it, which is hard to do. I love the lyrics of this.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, I pray that our guilt would remain, that we might know godly sorrow, that we might see you whom we've pierced.
That was good.
That was very good.
Okay. Drop in the chat what you think it's worth out of 5. I'll go first because I think you did the last one. I think you went first, didn't you, Cody? Or did I go first on the last one? Okay, yeah, you did. I'm dying. So I really liked that. I saw Christine said she's giving it a 4. I think Charlie's in there. He gave it a 5. But Christine made a comment in the chat that the hearing the scripture in the lyrics made her, she kept leaning in to hear more, which I agree. The only negative I have really to say on this one is no, Christine's saying 5. Okay, I get the claps were just claps. They weren't a rating. So the only critique really I have for it is there is one point, probably 3/4 of the way in, where they kind of dropped down, and it was kind of a speaking over a softer, if I remember, I think it was over a softer like piano sound. And it was good, and I kind of pick up pieces of it, but that spot I feel like it kind of I couldn't hear everything that was being said. I think I got the gist of it, but I had trouble really hearing that. And I feel like if you're going to make that big of a change, and obviously with being said there's going to be a big deal, you want to make sure that definitely stands out. But with that being said, I thought this was great. I would probably say that this is my favorite of the night, and I'm going to give it. I'm going to do 4.8.
That's a good one.
Just because I can't give it anybody a 5. There's always room for improvement, no matter how good it is. Yeah. Unless it's Lord of the Rings, in which case it was perfect. So.
Absolutely.
I guess we got a 5 from Charlie, a 5 from Christine. What are your thoughts on it, Cody?
I agree with the same thing. Like, obviously it was important what they were trying to get out with the guy speaking. And like you said, it was definitely difficult to hear. But I think what I really love about it is how it got very slow, very emotional. And then it just picked right back up, and it transitioned well between each one. I didn't feel like it happened abruptly. It was a good transition to each part of the song. Trying to think of what else I noticed that stood out. The lyrics were good, obviously. No, I think that's it. I think I'm gonna have to go with a 4.8 too. I like.
Okay. Well, that was the last. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I haven't heard a 5 out of 5 yet, but that one was pretty close.
It was, and there's I think the highest score that anybody's gotten was Robbie on the first one that we did. I don't remember what that was. I need to start keeping track of the scores. But okay, so we only had 4 submissions. I think we'll talk offline and see for sure how we want to do it. What we'll probably end up doing, for sure, at least the top 2 will make it on the playlist. Possibly the top 3. We'll kind of see what we want to do there. But if anybody knows any bands, anybody that wants to get in, anybody that wants to, no, Christine, it was the first one that we did. Robbie submitted. Oh, I guess we'll go ahead and say that. So there is no song from Robbie tonight. It's kind of a bittersweet. The reason there's no song from Robbie tonight is because we've actually talked with Robbie, and he's going to be a permanent member on the playlist. So he's not going to submit to the live reviews anymore. He's just going to have every month, or not every month, just always his music's going to be on there. He'll get 3 songs, I think is what we're going to do. So that is why Robbie does not have a submission this week. We've got some other ones too. that we are not going to announce yet because I want to wait till we actually talk to the people. But we are building out, I think, a pretty solid group of full-time people on there. So we will say so first place, and like I said, at least the first two will be on the playlist, possibly top three, but at least the first two. So first place, and I think for next month I'm going to add some sound effects like a drum roll and stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
So first place was Line of Fire. It was, I think it was pretty clear. Now the second place, it was actually pretty close. Second place was Hellspawn by Tau. Third place was Scrolling by Mule, and then fourth, which was still pretty close on the total score, was The Rebellion by Heliograph. So winner for tonight is Way of Cain, Line of Fire. I love that name. It sounds awesome. But yeah, Christine, if you find anybody, send them our way. And we're going to keep looking to trying to get stuff in groups and all that. So that's it. Appreciate you guys joining. Hopefully the quality was a lot better this time around. I think just being able to hear the songs and stuff was quite a bit of an increase from what we had. So hopefully all the rest of our streams will be similar to this. Appreciate you guys' time and have fun. Next time.
See y'all.